What's going on, guys? My name is Mark, and I've helped a ton of investors make a ton of money using the BRRRR strategy. And most importantly, they've been building generational wealth and equity in properties that are only increasing in value. So what is the BRRRR strategy? It's just a simple acronym. It's buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. Let's go over that. And the way that I learn is with stories. So let me just tell you a little bit about a story of an investor who went in and used the BRRRR strategy on a property. So the first thing we did was we found him a property that needed some value adds, needed some cosmetics. It needed new floors, new paint, new kitchens, new bathrooms, things like that. So it's super important actually that we buy correctly. So this investor, he saw a property that was about $100,000 and it needed some work. And that kind of work that he can do, and he can have contractors do for him, right? So he bought that property, and he used a hard money loan actually. And I'll talk about that in another video. But hard money loan, it basically gives you money to purchase the property as well as rehab it, right? They'll give you money to fix the property. So I'll talk about that in another video. Just take a look on my channel there, you'll see it. But yeah, basically he bought a property for $100,000. We put $50,000 into the property. And he fixed it up, got a new kitchen, new bathrooms, and new flooring, new paint, things like that. So it was actually a two-family property. It was up and down, 3-1 on each level. So he was able to fix it up and then rent it out. So that's step 3 in BRRRR. He rented it out for $1,500 a unit. So now that property is making him $3,000 a month. And so let's recap. He put $150,000 into it. He's making $3,000 a month now. And so the next step is to, refinance it, get some of that money out and pay back that hard money loan and refinance it to be a 30-year mortgage. So he goes into a bank and he says, hey, I have this property. It's worth, now he put $150,000, but now the property is worth $200,000 because of all the work he did, right? So he added some equity, went to the bank and said, hey, I want to refinance this property. I own it. It's making $3,000 a month now. It's worth $200,000, and the bank will go ahead and take a look. They'll process their loan, and they'll take a look and make sure that everything checks out. And indeed, it does, right? So it's worth $200,000. They say, okay, we can give you a 80% LTV, which is a loan to value ratio. So they say, okay, we can give you, if the property is worth $120,000, we can give you $160,000 with an 80% LTV. And so they give him $160,000, and what he does is pays that $100,000 back to the hard money lender for the property, pays them back the $50,000. So now he has $10,000 left in his pocket that he kept, paid everybody else off, and he has a property that's worth $200,000 that he only owes $160,000 on. So he has $40,000 worth of equity in the property, and that loan that's $160,000 is costing him $2,000 a month. Let's just say. I'm not too sure what the exact number is, but let's just say $2,000. So now he's making $1,000 a month in his pocket. The loan is taking $2,000. Tenants are paying $3,000. So he's left with $1,000 in his pocket every single month, and he has a property that is, has $40,000 worth of equity in it. Another thing, what that means is if he does sell that property and it sells for $200,000, that means he would have made $40,000, paid the bank off the $160,000, right? So he has $40,000 cash and equity in the property, and he took $10,000 home, and he's making $1,000 a month. And now what he can do is do that again, right? So that's where the repeat process comes in. So now he can take that from the hard money lender and say, hey, I have another property I want to do. This one's $200,000, and it needs $50,000 worth of rehab. Does the same thing. Fixes it up, $250,000 in. Bank says it's worth $350,000. They give him $300,000. He pays everybody off, keeps $50,000, and now has $50,000 worth of equity. And that house has payments, but the tenants are paying, and then you are paying the bank. So super simple. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm super happy to discuss more about it, and help you guys out. And I'll just do a really, really quick breakdown, just a little summary. So the BRRRR, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Super important things in buying. Make sure you buy correctly. Make sure there is value to be added. And then we can go into rehab. Make sure we rehab super smart. Make sure we don't over rehab. Make sure that we're rehabbing it to be or like the houses around it. Not super, super nice, so that it won't appraise for how much money we put into it, right? And another important thing in the rehabs is to do it, hire contractors that are actually good in the most important things. So like your HVAC, your plumbing, because you don't want to be going back to these properties and fixing them up, 6 months later once something happened because somebody installed something incorrectly. So, fixing the problem initially will save you a lot of headache and a lot of time, and later. And then renting it. Most important thing is finding good renters, people that will stay in that property for long term and they will be paying. It's very, very important to qualify them. And if you don't know how, just hire a company, like a property management company. They can do this for you. And then refinancing it, we're just bringing that property back to the bank. Hopefully they'll give you all the money. If you're doing this the right way, they'll give you all the money that you owe, maybe a little bit more on top. And then the best part is just keep doing it over and over again, and you will be printing cash and cash flow and equity. So if you guys do have any questions, like I mentioned before, let me know. I'm here to help. And if you guys do have any more topics that you want me to share about, to talk about, also let me know. I'm super interested and super knowledgeable in the real estate space. So I'd love to help you guys out. And have a nice rest of your day, guys. Peace out.